you doing, man?
Khary, hey, congratulations. MultiCon here for the benefits for wildfire victims. I mean, how does it feel for being here today?
It feels great. We were so lucky to our home is fine. My brother's home who lives here in town, but we know so many people who've lost their homes, and we just want to do something to give back. We're grateful to be in this great city, it's given so much to all of us, and we want everybody to get back to living the dream.
Obviously, I mean, we're very grateful, and not to mention that the fans who are here at MultiCon, they're obviously the fans of Walking Dead, and you just did a Walking Dead panel.
Yeah, that was so much fun. It's always so good to get together with Scott Gimple and Michael Cudlitz and I love those guys, and this is what a not a better reason to get together, for the United Way and LA Fire Relief. Yeah, and it's always fun. I think those panels are like the easiest thing that I can do, because we just tell stories, I've got great stories about all of those guys.
I mean, what the experience on Walking Dead? What makes it special in comparison to a lot of other projects?
You know what? I think part of it is that when you go do a job on location, it's very enclosed, so you kind of have to bond with the people a little more that you're with, because you're not just going home, to your family. So you're spending that time having dinner and getting to know each other, and it's also hot and sticky and grimy and dirty, and I feel like anytime you're going through something hard, it bonds you together, and kind of like something like these wildfires. I feel like it bonds us all together. Like we got to get this done. We got to help people out any way we can, and that was one of the things about the Walking Dead. It's hot and sticky. There's bugs. There's snakes. There's all of this, and it's long hours. And a little hardship goes a long way towards looking at each other and kind of smiling and being like, we're doing this, man.
I want to know, because Walking Dead is a franchise. There must be dozens and hundreds of Dead actors and so on. And you come on board, bond with them, and then have to say goodbye. I mean, how do you guys pull that off? I mean, that would be so hard.
It is hard. There's no way around it. We would have what we called death dinners, where when someone's dying on the show, we'd all get around a big table and eat, and everybody would stand up and talk about how much we appreciate the person who's leaving the show, and it was always just really emotional. By the end of it, it was like, what, we're going to get together and we're just going to play some games and swim in the pool, because it's too much. It's almost too much emotionally. But that's kind of how we were getting through it, is celebrating the person. But the cool thing is that we would do things like this, like MultiCon, these conventions that happen all over the world now, and so what we didn't realize is that for a lot of us it was only the beginning, and we get to still see each other on a semi-regular basis, somewhere in the world. So it's a beautiful thing.
Now, I don't want to be the guy, but to forget, but I have to mention you voiced Cyborg.
Of course,
I mean, you are ingrained into that fandom.
Yeah. No, it's one of the first jobs I got when I moved to LA. I always thought that it might be fun to do voiceover, but I didn't know how to get into it. I feel like it's kind of like that library book that you pull off the wall, and then the secret door opens. And I just got really lucky. And the first thing I ever auditioned for was Cyborg on Teen Titans in 2002. And if I hadn't gotten that job, I'd still be wondering how in the world do you get into voiceover. But it was one of those jobs that felt like it was tailor-made for me, and we just been going strong ever since, for over 400 episodes, and we're still going.
So, which you enjoy better, being in the booth or being in front of the camera?
You know what? It's a cop out of a answer, but I love that I don't have to choose. I've always loved that I get to do different things all the time and play with. I get to play Rafiki every once in a while. You know, since for almost 8 years now, I've been the voice of Rafiki, who I started to see when I was a boy. You know, and so the fact that I get to put on these different characters, it's the best job in the world.
One last thing before I let you go. I mean, how do you appreciate your fans that loves you for the past couple of decades?
They have no idea how much their presence has meant in my life. I have you always hope that or at least I have, that when I started doing this, that I was going to make connections with people that were going to matter, and through conventions like this, I've met so many people that have taken something that some story that I've told, some character that I've embodied, and it's helped them get through the day. You know, help them get through the life, help them laugh when they maybe wanted to cry, or maybe wanted to do something really tragic, and they thought, you know what, no, one more day, and then they come to me and we talk and they tell me, and I can see in their eyes that it meant something, and that's all I've ever wanted is to make an impact on somebody's life, and to everybody out there, just know that it means the world to me when we have moments together like that.
Well, it means the world to us that you're here at MultiCon, because you have, just by being here today, you have already changed lives, and hopefully for the better.
Thank you so much, and just to everybody out there, do whatever you can. Give to the United Way. If you want to find me on Cameo for the next through February and through the month of March, everything that I do on Cameo will be given to the United Way for fire aid relief. So if you can't be here, you can give that way. We just want to do what we can.
And you are. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.